In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve the 3 o'clock orb. Now, this is found from the information on the WoW Secret Finding Discord because, man, there are a lot of numbers and confusion with this puzzle. So I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty on how these numbers are found. If you want to do that, I recommend checking out the Discord. I have linked it in the description down below if you do want to follow along with it. But I'm just going to be giving you the solutions in how to get the 3rd orb in this video. You should know that you will need the 1st and the 2nd orb ready before you can do the 3rd one. Now, when you go to the room with the big red button, you'll remember previously we used the Key of Shadows to open up that room. You can use that same Key of Shadows, the one that you should still have in your inventory, to open up the door over here with the arcane thing, and I just got burnt. Nice. So this is going to open up this door over here, and inside this room we're going to be going to the bookshelf right over here, and you'll see there's a little water bowl that we can go ahead and actually use our fishing. We're actually going to fish in this water bowl. So go to your professions, use the fishing button here, and then once you fish, you will get an astral key from the water bowl. Now, in the same room, you'll see there's an astral chest, which, as you can imagine, the astral key is going to open up the chest, and this is going to give us the Starry-Eyed Goggles. You're then going to go ahead and use the Starry-Eyed Goggles to get the buff active, and you'll see there is a machine in the same room over here, the decryption console. When you interact with this, this will put a bunch of numbers on your hotbar. If you don't have the numbers on your hotbar for some reason, you can open up your spellbook, go to the General tab, and you'll see here there's a section called Number Sequences where you can bring the numbers onto an additional action bar or just, use them from here. Now, inside the room with the astral chest, we're going to use the code 88224646, and then you're going to click Submit. This will allow you to open up the property of Elder Konami on the ground. Just make sure you don't use the buff of the thing on the left because it will make it so that you cannot use the thing. When you open up the chest, you will get a piece of hate. Now, just outside the Astral Room and the big red button room, if we look here, there is a machine right over here against this wall. The code for this one is going to be 10638, and then you can click Submit. This will let you open up the chest on the floor for your piece of hate. We're then going to go into the room with the red button above the door. And inside this room, you're going to go ahead and make your way to this console over here, the decryption console. So go ahead and interact with it while you have the goggles on you. And the code you're going to type in is 171123317, and then click Submit. And this is going to count and open up the encrypted puzzle box on the side here. The next machine is going to be here by the Serpent Statue just below the stairs that go to the major room. You'll find it over here next to this green pooling thing. Now, this is a ghost encryption console. The code we're going to type for this one is going to be 5661, and then click Submit. And this will let you open up the encrypted chest on the right-hand side. Now, after you make your way upstairs, you will see there is a skeleton here, Rubenstein, and a little machine above a safe. Go ahead and interact with this console. The code for this one is going to be 52233. Click Submit. This will allow you to open up the safe just below it. And then continuing from here, you'll see the Felcycle is over there. If we look to the opposite side, there is a machine over here. We can go ahead and interact with this one. The code for this one is going to be 51567, and click Submit. And this will let you open up the encrypted chest, which will give you a piece of hate. Now, in the Felcycle Room, if we go all the way up until the safe over here and we look on the left, there is a machine. We can interact with this machine. The code is going to be 115, and then click Submit. This will let you open up the encrypted chest to get yourself a piece of hate. Now, back at the very entrance of the dungeon by the spiral staircase, you'll see as you get to the bottom of the staircase, there is a machine over here that you can interact with. The code for this one is going to be 19019. Click Submit, and this will let you open up the chest on the left-hand side so that you can get a piece of hate. For the very final machine, we're going to be in the Felcycle Room, where you'll notice there are a ton of machines. Now, you can actually use any one, but before we do anything, I recommend you get lucky items. Otherwise, you'll be standing here for a couple hours, and I'm not even kidding. I was here for an hour before I decided to go get lucky items, and I'm going to go show you how to get those before I explain how this works here. Now, to get these lucky items, you can get 2 of them in Dornagal if you go to this location over here by the portal to Ashkahet. So right over here, you'll see just before the portal, there is an NPC here called Grifta with amazing amulets where you can buy yourself the lucky Dragon's Claw as well as the lucky Tortillian Charm. And then for Alliance players, you can head over to Stormwind in Old Town, right over here, dead center in the middle of this area. You could find an NPC called Lenny Fingers McCoy, where you can buy the Old Lucky Coin, Lucky Rat's Tooth, Lucky Charm, and the Lucky Shirt that you can keep in your inventory. Now, if you are a Horde player, you might have to come here with an Alliance ult, just so that you can get into Stormwind, buy these items, use your Warband Bank, and then with your Warband Bank, you can go ahead and deposit these items in here, and then just go ahead and collect it with your Horde character. You can get the Lucky Horseshoe if we go ahead and we head to Valdrakken to go to the Dragon Isles. And in the Anaran Plains, if we go to the top right, just as you enter the zone, right over here at this location, at this outpost, we're going to go ahead and speak to the blacksmithing supplies dude who is at the blacksmithing forge, ask him to browse his goods, and you can buy the Lucky Horseshoe. And then when you have these items in your inventory, you won't need exactly all of them. I did it without the horseshoe. You can then return to the slot machines at the Felcycle. Now, once you have those lucky items in your inventory, all you have to do is interact with any of these machines around the Felcycle, and the code is going to be different for different people. Some people have had using 3 sevens, some people have been using 8 sevens. For me, the code was 5 sevens eventually until you get the magnifying glass. So go in here, try a different amount of sevens. You're only using the number 7. And just to let you know, when I did come back here after getting my lucky items, it took me maybe a couple tries, maybe 5-6 tries. You can see here, I'm about to get it here. But in this case, I actually got it with only 4 sevens, which was interesting. So you can change the amount of sevens you use once you have the lucky items. And eventually I got a piece of hate from them and they all despawned. So I ended up getting all 9 orbs. And as you can see here, they're all filled around this orb over here. And that's how you can solve the 3rd orb. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.